When Alison Redford resigned as Premier of Alberta last week amid a spending scandal, there was talk that there was more to come. Well, today the other shoe dropped. Documents reveal Redford had planned to build a lavish penthouse apartment for herself, all at taxpayers' expense. And the questions about her judgment don't end there. Vashi Capellos reports.
I am resigning as Premier of Alberta.
She's no longer Premier, but Alison Redford's spending scandals haven't stopped.
Thank you. Good night.
The latest documents show Redford had ordered herself a luxurious penthouse apartment, billed to taxpayers. It would be a premier's suite on top of a building being renovated near the legislature and was to have sleeping and grooming quarters with clothing storage for an adult and one teenager, presumably her daughter. The government was quick to distance itself from Redford's actions.
I got on the phone and talked to my deputy and made it extremely clear to the deputy that there would be no residential component.
Critics aren't buying that, calling it a bait and switch.
It's just another example of how far this PC government has slipped into this air of entitlement.
The penthouse revelation comes just a week after Redford stepped down, largely because of another spending scandal involving a $45,000 trip to South Africa.
And it just keeps coming. Today, the Alberta government also released the details of severance payments for staffers who left after Redford resigned. The total? More than $1 million for 9 staffers.
One of those staffers is former MP Lee Richardson. His severance is one of the bigger ones at about $231,000. Plus, he got $32,000 in vacation pay. And all of that is on top of his annual MP pension, which is about $79,000.
We would really encourage the next person entering the Premier's office to take a close look at these type of severance agreements because they do add up.
Longtime Conservative strategist Jeff Norquay worked with Redford decades ago in former Prime Minister Joe Clark's office. He calls her downfall a tragedy, but given the latest revelations, understands why it happened.
She's incredibly capable, but capability cannot overcome lack of judgment.
And the scrutiny over that might not be over. While Redford has resigned as Premier, she remains an MLA. Vashi Capellos, Global News, Ottawa.